What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're getting right to it. I've scheduled a few meetings this coming week, and I'm going to go over a checklist that I sort of go through before every single meeting that in turn prepares me for these meetings and make sure that, I come prepared, I bring everything to the table, and I don't miss out on an opportunity. So for me, it's pretty simple. I just wear a black shirt, black jeans, and I get myself into my Jeep and head out to these meetings. That's really how it goes down. I definitely will keep you guys all updated on the outcome of these meetings. So be sure to stay tuned for the entire length of this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you really want to know how to acquire your first listing, I have provided you guys with that information on this channel. Up until this point, everything I've ever put out on YouTube gives you everything you need to go get your first listing and go make that happen. For those of you guys who want more of an in-depth strategy and like a step-by-step how-to, just check out the links below if you are interested, and if not, continue watching this. This will be one further step to helping you expand your business and grow your business, and that's the phase that I am in right now. I know up until this point, I've just had my one listing that I've made very clear with you guys on here. I've been very transparent with my numbers. They're not anything significant. It's not anything like life-changing, but it is additional income. The perks of doing this is that you create additional supplemental income to what you already earn in your household. Once you have your first listing, that is all you need. You simply duplicate the process, and then you continue to replicate everything that you did for the first property over and over again until you built an empire. And that's the goal. If you're watching this, I really hope you achieve that goal in building a real estate empire that replaces your full-time income. So for those of you guys who have been waiting for this phase, you guys have been watching me throughout this whole process. Finally here, what I have spent a lot of time doing this past year is actually focusing on this YouTube channel, getting those videos out. YouTube has these levels to its algorithm where you need to kind of break past certain thresholds to continuously grow. And I was at a point where if I wasn't uploading 3 days a week, if I wasn't uploading consistently, my channel would probably just die out. But we finally broke through all those thresholds thanks to all of you new subscribers, and my channel is growing at a pretty healthy rate, and therefore I can look away from it and focus on actually building the business. The thing that I think a lot of you guys really like to see on my channel is that I'm just getting started, just like you. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I have arranged a few meetings to where I can potentially acquire my next unit or two. And therefore in this video, I'm going over the checklist of what I go through before going to these meetings and everything I do to prepare. I think that's really important, the preparation aspect of it, just to make sure you present yourself well and professionally. Without further ado, let's get into the rental arbitrage meeting checklist. For lack of better words, let's call it that. What I typically do, I have everything that I need right in front of me tonight, and I will be sharing these with you guys all here. First things first, I'm going to discuss what I have in this folder here. This is what I bring with me on every single occasion, every single time I meet with a landlord. And like I said, guys, I was focusing on the growth of this channel more than anything in this past year. And therefore, I've only done about 4 meetings. And, it's not anything that I really pursued. I just simply went out and did them just to kind of get a feel for what it was like speaking to different apartments, different property management companies to gather information. The first thing that I have in this folder printed out are my presentation scripts that I use. And these scripts have a ton of facts on them that I'm able to just review, look them over. Obviously, this is my work, so I have most of this stuff memorized. It's just great to refresh your memory and internalize those important facts that really will sell this meeting. So I have that printed out. That's the first thing I have in this. The second thing that I like to bring with me is the entire short-term rental application process from Springfield, Missouri. So that's the city that I operate in, and that's the city that I plan on expanding in the short term. And what I like to do, I have the entire application. I got my permit for my short-term rental. For those of you guys who are kind of waiting on the update on that, right here is the business license for that property. And I've gone through the entire process. The reason that I like to bring the entire short-term rental type 2 application with me is because for single-family homes, when I'm meeting with these landlords, I show them this is the stack of papers that I have to go through with the city in order to be legal, in order to operate legally out of your property. And I let them know, it's a $350 application fee that I have to pay up front. And I do all this myself. I let them know that I'm going to go through the entire process, all the hoops, everything. I take care of it. This shows that I'm prepared and I'm ready to take on the task. So they know that I'm not going to just flake out on them. And when I'm giving my presentation to apartments, I showed them this very application. I let them know like this right here is the reason I'm speaking to you. Single family homes have a density restriction in Springfield. I kind of let them know the gist of why it's difficult to scale with single family homes, and therefore I tell them like, hey, look, I'm here at your apartment right now because the city of Springfield allows me to be here quite effortlessly without all these implications. That really gets the conversation opened up. I think at this point, when I talk about the application process, I've noticed from like those 4 meetings I've done this past year that like it really gets the conversation going. It turns a really abrupt conversation that probably wouldn't last but 5 minutes. It turns into like a 30-minute conversation, and they're really intrigued on kind of how the city has decided to regulate short-term rentals. The third thing that I like to bring in this folder is the Airbnb lease agreement that is also available. If you guys are interested in how that looks, you guys can find that in the link down below. I like to bring this just in case, you know, like the deal gets closed. I can quickly reference the addendum, the added section where I have written permission to host, and I can show them like, this is what I need in my lease. I need this word for word. Can you please add that to your existing lease? And that's what I recommend you guys all do. It's really easy just to tell them you need this added section, and they can go revise that. I'm sure they all have a file somewhere with, you know, with their lease agreement where they can easily access it. This shows that you're prepared. This shows that you're ready to take on the task of leasing from them professionally. Another thing that I like to bring with me is this black leather notebook, this journal. What I do in here after the meeting, I jot down everything that went right, everything that went wrong, what they said. You know, like I jot down all the thoughts that were going through my mind and my emotions, just really kind of documenting the pitch, really perfecting it. And I recommend you guys all do that. It's not necessary, but it really will help you. And of course, I take down any concerns that the landlord may have just for future reference. This is a very important aspect of the meeting. You make sure, even if you leave with a no, that you leave with some form of value. I recommend you guys bring something to write with, just so you guys are prepared for, you know, the next meeting or the next couple of meetings, if you have to go through a few of these, which most likely you will. And then the last thing that I like to bring with me is a few checks. Now I have this my business bank account. I requested that I had checks made from my business account, and I bring 3 or 4 checks with me just in case I have to pay the security deposit, the first month's rent, the application fee, whatever it may be. I have these ready to go. Just so they know, you know, I'm ready to sign a lease right then and there. And therefore, guys, that is my little checklist of what it is that I bring with me to these meetings. And if you guys are looking for that information that I do provide in my folder, right, like the presentation scripts and the lease agreement, you guys can find those linked down below. That is really it. I will keep you guys updated on what happens with these few meetings coming up. I really appreciate all of you guys who are new here and everyone who has found any one of my videos valuable. You know, thank you guys so much. I really hope to provide more value. And of course, my mission is to see you guys grow with me. For those of you guys who've gotten started because of my videos and you guys have seen me and you guys got inspired, you know, I want us all to grow together. That's my main goal here. There's no reason why we all can't grow. With that being said, thank you guys all for staying tuned. If you did enjoy, be sure to stick around for what is to come on this channel, and I will see you guys all in the next one. All right, guys, I know the video is over, but I filmed a few clips from Costa Rica and I just wanted to share them with you guys. They're just something that, you know, this trip was really life-changing for me. It really opened up my mind and gave me a new perspective on my goals and what I want to achieve. As you see here, we were in a town called Puerto Viejo, right on the border of Panama. So I decided, you know, me and my wife were going to go to Bocas del Toro. This is a series of islands and archipelago here in Panama. We were really close by, and you know, we decided we might as well just check it out. And I just want to enjoy life and live life. And so me and my beautiful wife here decided that we were going to make this a trip. I know this is nothing related to Airbnb and business, but I just thought you guys could find this entertaining. If you guys enjoy this type of content, just let me know. I could film more of it as I do travel more. I'm very bad at actually filming and documenting everything. I'm just trying to enjoy life. But here you guys go. It's a little montage that my wife made.